time to do our recap for the Pokemon World Championships 2025 in Anaheim, California. I had an amazing time. I'm going to be first going over all of my card pickups. So let's first talk about, this is our stack, maybe plus a few others off to the side that we'll talk about. And we might have a quick appearance by Lily, of course. Come on, Lily. You gotta go into your chair. Go right there. See? Yeah, you gotta go into your spot. Okay. Now that Lily's all set, let's get this lined back up. Okay. After that quick intermission, we've got our stack, like I mentioned. In line, I was like the first 10 people in line or something to pick up my badge. I drove down there super early on Friday on my day off. First card with one of those first people in line. They said they hadn't opened any 151 yet, and they're like, oh, well, I really like Charmander, Charizard. I had an extra Charmander in my binder, so I looked through his binder, he traded me this and $20 for my Charmander, a card I've been wanting to pick up. Very happy to grab that one. In the check-in, when you pick up your badge, you get 2 free Deaths and Rivals packs. So I was able to pull this card from one of them, a card I haven't pulled, even though I've opened about like 50 packs of Deaths and Rivals. These are the first 2 pickups at the first vendor I visited, a quick $20. 2 cards I've been meaning to get for a long time. I really like the characters in the background compared to like the new set's gonna have the character and then plus another like the same character's outline. I like the one with the trainers more. You'll see another card I picked up later with the same thing. From another booth, I picked up a bunch of singles from some really good binders they had to look through. I did grab this from their case, the Wailord I've been meaning to pick up. They had it in the case for $14. I feel like it's been all over the place, of course, but it's more at like $22. So I quickly was like, yeah, I'll take that guy. I grabbed the English Giovanni's Charisma from English 151 because I hadn't picked this up yet. I had a Japanese version that I pulled, so that was like fake filling my master set. So now my master set's really complete with that guy. This card sent me on a little bit of a path where I said, it's only $4 or $5, something like that, in Japanese. And it was like 22 in English. I said, why am I doing that? Let me just grab it in Japanese. $4 or $5. I think it was 5 for that one. But then that sent me down this train of, well, I've been meaning to get this art. $2 in Japanese. $2 in Japanese. And then same thing, the Yanma here. This was $3 from a newer set. But wasn't unable to pull it myself. So I said, let's just knock it out now for $3. Cheaper than a pack. What are you going to do about it? The Scizor, a card I've been meaning to pick up for a long time. It's hovered around $10. It stayed there at least, so I paid $10. Hasn't really gone up or down. Random Paris from a set I know I didn't open. I don't know if this is Crown Zenith. I've never opened Crown Zenith, so if this is from that, I just know Paris is one of my favorites in like the 151. This Kangaskhan was like the only random, I guess, sort of mid-era card I picked up. I'm honestly not even sure what set it's from, but I liked the art. I like these full arts that exist kind of from this era. So happy to pick that one up. Now the last 2 cards are kind of a secret or a hint for this card right here. We've got the Gloom and Vileplume Shinies. I was unable to find an Oddish all weekend, so I still need to pick that up. These were one of my goals to get during the weekend. This card was technically a goal. I just didn't think I'd actually pick it up as my first deal or second deal of the day. The Cosmic Eclipse Erica's Vileplume or Vileplume GX. I got them down to 85 on this, and I was seeing lowest listed closer to like 110. So a card I've waited too long to get it for like a little bit of a, a good deal. All these other great singles from this first place. $134. They offered me to pay $130 cash, so I paid cash to get out of this deal for $130. The other set, like I said, was $20. $20 in my favor, and then I did do another trade at the beginning too. That was just for he zelled me. It was $56. So he took a decent amount from my binder, but that was cool with me. I was selling them for rates that I thought were fair. So I made like 76 bucks in line before anything else happened. Got a card too. Jumped in the first 10 minutes, 8 o'clock, doing all these trades. Tried to slow down a little bit after that, but then I had my 10 a.m. Pokemon Center appointment. So I had to go to that like reservation type system and go do that. And I'll do a review of that too. I'm probably going to talk way too long as a warning. You're only 5 minutes in. This is going to be a bit longer. We've got, then I went to the trade area. So I was like, okay, I've been working with vendors. Now let me go to the trade area. And I trade away one of my Jesse and James cards that I have a bunch of because of Hidden Fates in 2019 was like one of the sets that really got me back into the hobby. But I've got the Cast Form, a card I've been meaning to pick up. $6 plus the Ghastly from Temporal Forces, which I thought was fairly priced. It's maybe a few bucks more, so close enough. My card's worth like 49. We're at 47 here. Happy to do the trade straight up for 2 cards that I've been wanting to get. So love that. Let's see here. What else do we have? Oh, one more trade area. So this was that trainer I was talking about. If you're going to get a Mewtwo from Destin Rivals, and it's not going to be the big $400 SIR, then at least get a Mewtwo from Destin Rivals. Happy to grab this guy. Love this Giovanni. I've got my whole Giovanni pickups going over here. I should get that. This is from that other deal, but nice setup there. These were the last 3 cards that I bought of the event. My last card I traded for. I didn't pay anything out of pocket for that. But let's check out the, play area as well. Where is it? Was able to pick up the promo for Worlds in the trading area. So that was really cool. Happy to get one of those guys. I picked up this card for $10, the Lumineon V. An art, once again, that I just liked for a long time. And it's hovered at $10. It's still at $10. And I'm like, that's fine. I'm happy to pay that price. It's a good looking card. These cards I'm really glad I decided to go back for. I looked at them Friday and didn't buy them, and I ended up going back and grabbing the Deerling and Sawsbuck illustration rares. So very happy to pick these up after waiting forever. They worked with me on the deal too. I think their total was like 44, and I gave them I think we ended on like 41 after, a little bit of haggling. But super happy to pick those up, about 20 bucks each. I think that's fine. Now the last card. So this is the last card trade that I did of the weekend. I didn't do it at the end of the thing. I did it actually near the end of day 1. But I traded away a sealed box of Celebrations, the V Memories box from GameStop. Valued roughly $130, $140. I would say it's gone up quite a bit. But because I think I got it for $30. So already doing well on it. Traded away that, 2 Jesse and James cards. So like I said, these are valued at like 49 bucks each. What else did I trade away? Trying to think what else. I don't remember. I'm going to be honest. But one of them was a Yu-Gi-Oh card as well, like a $30 Yu-Gi-Oh card that I had that I was like, hey, I'm fine with it. It's in my trade binder. I put it in there for a reason. Let's do it. And it was all for a very good cause to pick up the Lugia V alt art from Silver Tempest. I've waited way too long, like I said, with most of these cards to pick them up when I know I've really liked them. This is probably my favorite card of the era. Lugia is absolutely one of my favorites, if not like my favorite Gen 2. I know it's a legendary, but this card is amazing. I needed to add this to my collection this weekend and was very happy. A good price. They worked with me on fair values. Was really, really happy with that deal. I went back the next day. Pablo had a one-day ticket, and he meted up with me. I was able to work with that deal. He got the Mewtwo V-Star from Crown Zenith, like $115. We got him down to like $100 cash. He's like, oh yeah, you guys were here yesterday or something. And I was like, yeah, that was, I did a deal with them. I did another deal with them the second day as well for selling some more stuff, some more sealed stuff. I sold some Chilling Reign ETBs and things like that. Some more celebration stuff. I did hold on to quite a few things. I felt like they weren't offering me a lot for like the lunch tins, prismatic bundles. I brought a few to trade, and prices were like, I'm not trading that away for $50. Like that's gonna be worth so much someday. The thing I was really happy that I didn't even have to bring out was the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box for prismatic. That actually stayed in my backpack all weekend. I never even showed it to a vendor or a trade. I never needed to. I was able to make it work with other stuff. And I think I'll be happy with that decision. I think that's a really good product to hold on to, honestly. I had 2 more cards that I decided not to trade away. The Mimikyu GX, which is like $48 now. It's gone way up. And the Greninja Zoroark. That was, like I said, working with that other vendor on the Lugia deal. He's like, oh, I'll find something else. So the guy was really easy to work with. Was able to find other things in my binder that way. Because we were chatting about it, and I'm like, every show I go to, this card goes up, this card goes up. It's just keep going up. So I do think both of those are going to be good long-term holds. I only got rid of 1 card this weekend that I was maybe regretting. I sold a Lily from, it's just a regular full art, but it's like a $50 card. I sold that this weekend, or traded it in rather, for some cash. So I think that's the only card I actually regret like getting rid of. Other things that they offered me on, like, oh, do you want to sell this? Like these guys, the Reshiram and Charizard boxes have gone way up, but I don't think that it's worth selling them right now. So I'm going to hold on to them for the hopes of the future. And I did have one other trade. It's kind of been teased in the background. We've got the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes for Evolving Skies. I am lucky enough to have purchased a case of these. So that's 4. I opened one of them, opened it way back in 2021 when the set came out. Probably didn't pull much, but I kept 3 of them sealed. I brought one of these to the event, or rather I had Raina bring one to the event later that night because I saw a couple of its counterpart in the building. So what I decided to do, and worked with a vendor to trade for its counterpart, which I did not have. So the box is around like a $700 to $800 box. The vendor I ended up trading with had the one I needed marked at $1,000. They traded me that plus $30 cash, and I was able to, get out okay. So happy to do all of these trades. Purchasing, I sold, I think, I need to do the Pokemon Center video next. So this is 13 minutes, so I should end this one here. And then I'll talk about, the Pokemon Center and, whatever else comes to mind. But hope this was fun watching.